State University Extension and Outreach is offering a series of summer camps to help Siouxland youth deal with today's problems and thrive in the future. Today's class was about babysitting basics for 2 days at the Family Access Center. Kids in the 4th through 8th grade will learn about safety, to include basic first aid as well as activities to do with children. The kids are able to receive a hands-on experience. They use dolls and first aid kits. That all includes learning how to handle dangerous situations.
Yesterday we learned a bunch of safety precautions, the 6 pillars of character. We also learned how to burp and swaddle a baby, and just this morning we learned how to change their diaper.
Christine Craig, the youth outreach coordinator, has been teaching this class for 8 years, and she says she thinks the most important thing the kids should know is how to handle emergencies and how to protect themselves as well as the children.
They ask questions, they interact, they come back for the second day, which is always a positive, because then you know that they really want to be a babysitter. Another thing that I teach them is like how to make little business cards if they want to create their own babysitting business, and really what they should even get paid.
Now, other classes coming up for these camps, the themes include junior chef, crime investigation, space, beekeeping, as well as art. For more information about the camps and how to register, you can go to this story on our website at ktiv.com.